Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, thank you for popping in. This is a general reading for the beginning of March, March 1st through the 12th. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For the beginning of March, friendly reminder to take what resonates, leave behind what does not. If nothing resonates, please be sure to check your other placements because there might be messages for you there. If nothing resonates still, then leave it behind because the message is not for you at this time. We are using the D&D deck again. And we're going to go ahead and begin. You are starting off your reading with the Queen of Intelligence for the overall energy of the deck. So for you and your current situation, we have the Judgment card. We have the Moon, Pisces energy, in the reverse position. That is for your challenges, that's your opportunities or obstacles. For the foundation of the current situation or what you should be focusing on, we have the Ace of Strength in the reverse. For the past card, we have the Six of Wisdom in the reverse. We have the Knight of Intelligence in the reverse for inner possibilities involved or what we might be hoping for. Sorry, inner possibilities. I'm not sure where that came from, but that's okay. Nine of Strength is our near future. In the reverse position, we have the Seven of Intelligence in the reverse position for you and the energy you're bringing to this reading. We have the Five of Wisdom in the reverse position for your external or environmental influence or what your subconscious is trying to tell you. We do have the Queen of Strength in the upright position for your hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings, or your advice card for this reading. And then we have the King of Charisma, my floofy-haired bard here, and that is our potential outcome for the reading for the beginning of March. So let's get going on that. Queen of Intelligence, starting off with the Queen of Intelligence. All right, Queen of Intelligence. The necessity to clearly communicate what you desire from a space of loving kindness. So definitely reaching a point of where you're being able to, as said, clearly communicate what you want, but you're coming across more passionate, more compassionate, more loving, more tender about it, versus being so logical. That could also be something you're working on. Let's see. Okay, see that current situation there with judgment. So our capacity to discern what is truly important and to use it to weed the garden of our life. So cutting out things, situations, people, relationships that we no longer need, that no longer serve us. Things that don't make us happy anymore. So judgment, absolution, and rebirth. Judgment card arises when you need to make an important decision or you're experiencing a major revelation. You're on the precipice of a truly momentous part of your life. A crossroads with a choice of direction to go in next will change everything. Judgment asks you to remember all the lessons you've learned along the way. You're nearing the end of the fool's journey and have experienced almost everything there is to experience. So take what you learn and put it to use moving forward. Let past experiences and your intuition inform your future choices. Step into your newer self and your higher calling, okay? So definitely have like a new beginning here. We do then have the Moon card following it. The Moon in the reverse. This is a Pisces energy. So facing and allowing deep-seated fears to dissolve in the light of your awareness. Remove words from the mind and breathe. This is definitely something that is challenging you. You struggle with doing these things. In the reverse, it's inner turmoil and ignoring your subconscious, okay? So this card suggests that instead of exploring your subconscious, you're ignoring it altogether. Don't repress your instincts and emotions. Connect to the wild subconsciousness within you. Shed all of your childhood baggage and accept who you are and what you want. Now, I do think that's kind of funny because I believe the Six of Wisdom is going to touch base on that as well, and that is in your past card. So I do feel like you have a lot of childhood trauma, childhood baggage that you need to actually process or look at and heal your inner child. Okay. We then have the Six of Strength. This is your current situation, the foundation for your current situation, or what you need to focus on. The Ace of Strength is the source of all creative energy is within you. You have the power to imagine, begin, and complete any project you set your mind to. You are in the restricted here, so you're not accomplishing that. So you need to focus on believing in yourself. You have that power. So you need to be able to convince yourself, or, to believe in yourself, that you are able to create, to imagine, to begin, and to complete. You are able to obtain your goals, okay? Nobody can tell you otherwise. For the past position here, as said, we have the Six of Wisdom. The Six of Wisdom is the Dungeon Master, okay? It's a Dungeon Master, imagining all that there is. These two cards in a row are manifestation cards, okay? So our ability to become a child and play in the world, a return to innocence. It is in the reverse position. You lack that childlike energy. You have lost it somewhere down the road, okay? It's not to say that you don't have fun. It's not to say that you don't play around, but there is something that blocks you, from enjoying life, from, having fun. Facing the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, both in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. So there is a little bit of a financial, a monetary, or even a grounding earth energy about this, okay? So all of these are an earth energy. All of these are usually finance or career based, okay? The Five of Pentacles in the reverse is actually a very good card. The Two of Pentacles is, I believe, the struggling, but let me see. So, recovery, resilience, and bouncing back, okay? So this is clarifying your Six of Wisdom here. The Five of Pentacles signifies that you're finally coming out of a period of struggle and moving on. You may not be totally out of the woods yet, but you're on your way to recovering what was lost. Keep doing what you're doing, and remember to always call upon and support in turn the community that helped you during this time. Now we jump down and get that Two of Pentacles, which is an imbalance, feeling overwhelmed, and an overcommitment. So the Two of Pentacles suggests imbalance and that you're feeling overwhelmed by how many balls you have in the air. Are you overworked? Is your work-life balance out of whack? Have you or someone else committed to a project and are now paying the price? If so, take a moment to tune into yourself and discover what you need to restore balance. Now remember, you're ignoring your subconscious completely, so you're probably ignoring your needs and your actual wants. You're not taking care of yourself as well as you should, and you're not prioritizing yourself. We have the Six of Pentacles, which is all about generosity, charity, financial balance and security, justice, and fairness. So kind of, this is in the past position, so this is where we need to kind of see. So that's of giving and receiving, either on the receiving end of someone's generosity or have achieved enough financial stability to distribute some of your wealth, time, and resources to others. This influx of resources could come in the form of a business investments or funds for a social or moral cause. Either way, the spending and investing of this money should be charitable or project-oriented, not blown on a shopping spree. Check in with yourself to see if things are out of balance. Do you need to ask for more support? Do you need to support others more? Okay, so this is kind of where this is. This is the past position. This is clarifying your Six of Wisdom. So there is a recovery and a bounce back and a resilience to you, Gemini. But there's also an imbalance of feeling overwhelmed, overcommitted, overworked. And then, of course, there is another bit of successful give and take here. Okay. So I do feel like it's progressing, but it doesn't really, I feel like you just bounce back. You don't actually take time for yourself, okay? At least going off of that. There's a bounce back, but, it's like, yeah, you have a little success here, but there's a, you just bounce back. You don't actually take care of anything. You don't actually process anything to make yourself feel better. You just kind of bury it and move on. And so a little bit of success, it's like, oh, okay, yay. And that's it. And you move on. It's great to be happy about your success. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm happy that you have that, but it's just, you need to be able to focus on yourself because that's why we're here, okay? We do have the Knight of Intelligence following this up. This is for the possibilities involved or what you might be hoping for. So Knights are usually all about those messengers, right? So this is in the reverse position as well. Just channeling raw ambition into a constructive, thoughtful, and focused plan. So you have a lot of ambition, but you're not putting it into plans. So you need to come up, lay down the groundwork for what you really want, what you truly desire, okay? Constructive, thoughtful, and focused plan. Channeling that ambition, okay? Again, you're not really living childlike. You're not having that inner child. You're not using that imagination. You're not using that brilliant mind. So it just kind of like you have these great ideas and then nothing comes out of them because you don't put them into effort. You don't put them into work. That's kind of the struggle that I'm seeing here. So that's definitely a possibility involved. It's definitely not what you're hoping for. You could be hoping for that card in the upright where you are actually channeling all that wonderful ambition of yours. But that is not what we're seeing right now. We do have the Nine of Strength in the near future, in the reverse as well. Finding the wellspring of resolve to push through hardship, a test of faith. So I'm going to say that there's a little bit of a bump in the road in the near future. It could be a bit of a struggle. Grab our wider right. And you are going to have to find your resolve. You're going to have to push through it, much like you usually do. We do have the King of Wands, fire energy. We have the Lovers in the reverse. And we have Justice. Okay. So, King of Wands, fire energy. The Lovers is actually Gemini's energy, but it is in the reverse. And we actually have Libra, Justice energy, in the upright. So, with that said, this is dealing with our little hiccup in the road, finding that resolve, pushing forward, and getting through the obstacle. So leadership, knowledge, vision, honor, and wisdom, okay? So the King of Wands isn't quick to judge. He wants to connect with others and understand them and accept them for who they are, all while helping them see their full potential. He's a generous leader and an optimistic mentor who has attained mastery in his field and is eager to share his art and wisdom with everyone. Like his counterpart, the Queen, he usually has a vast network of passionate connections to help you on your journey. The King of Wands wants you to step into your power and be a leader. The time is now. Stop waiting around, okay? We then have the Lovers in the reverse. Usually all about love and harmony. Card number 6. Uncertainty, disharmony, misalignment, and there's a temptation, okay? So the snake is in the Garden of Eden with them, right? The Lovers may indicate disharmony. Something may be off in a relationship with a loved one. Perhaps the communication is strained, or maybe you and your crush don't share the same values. The Lovers reverse may also indicate that you're not in harmony with yourself, that you and your partner are being pulled apart by outside influences, or that you're uncertain about the partnership. So there's definitely a lot of misalignment, whether with you or with your relationship or with family. So, you know, and this can be caused by temptation. This can be caused by third-party influences as well. That doesn't always mean infidelity. That could mean family, friends, work, things like that. But there is a issue here in this situation. We do have Justice, though, following it up, which is Libra energy. Which is all about justice, truth, equity, fairness, and objectivity. So a lot of the time when that comes up, it could be legal matters. You've been faced to call your actions, and it is justice that will judge you. If you've acted with fairness and honesty, then you should have no fear. If, however, you've acted dishonestly and selfishly, the appropriate consequences will be levied. Perhaps you're considering the merit of a particular course of action or the pros and cons of a decision. If so, this card recommends you be like justice and remove your emotions from the situation in order to make a fair choice. Okay? So perhaps it's just something, again, with the situation that there's, you know, a leadership call here. Definitely a little bit more of an authority and a creativity and a leadership and having that spark. And then there's a misalignment here. But there is a call to justice, okay? So in this situation here, King of Wands, Lovers in reverse, and then Justice, okay? So there is a call to action, a harbinger of change. As long as you are not the guilty party, basically. You really have nothing to worry about. But it does say to take out emotions and make a more logical, fact-based decision, right? So if this is a situation that arises, you will have to think more logically than emotionally. So don't use don't lose your temper and act angrily. Approach it, calm and what's the word I want? Well, calmly. Approach it calmly, right? There's a word I wanted, but it's gone. I lost it. It's out in space now. So we do have the Seven of Intelligence following that. That is you and your wonderful energy that you're bringing to this reading. It is in the reverse position, so we were struggling with removing a mask, okay? You wear a mask. Or you feel like you are, okay? So Seven of Intelligence is how we play games, hide our real selves, and mask our true intentions out of fear of hurt. So you are struggling with that. You are hiding your true intentions. You are hiding things that you actually enjoy or things you like about yourself. You're hiding your true identity because you're afraid of being hurt, which is absolutely okay, but you want to get that into the upright position so that you don't have to wear that mask. You're not hiding behind deceit. You can be your true authentic self and attract true authenticity into your life. We do have the Five of Wisdom. The Five of Wisdom is your external or environmental influence. The Five of Wisdom in the reverse. So keeping a bright outlook and not letting past pain affect your interpretation of the present moment. So you struggle with that as well. Your subconscious is just reminding you that you need to let go of the past. The past needs to be let go of. You need to live in the present moment, and you have to have, your brighter outlook. You have to find a silver lining. This goes hand in hand with your Six of Wisdom as well. It's kind of like the Sun card in the reverse, right? So it's a little bit like you struggle with seeing the silver linings in things. You struggle with being optimistic. Or if you are optimistic, you're overly optimistic and you set these high expectations. And then you get disappointed when they do not happen. Okay? So it's just a thing to pay attention to. We do have the Queen of Strength following these. This is our hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. This is our advice card. So spreading the love and letting your light shine, having courage to take it to the next level. So yet again, being your true authentic self, putting your intentions out there, your true intentions, which you truly desire, having your needs met, putting yourself into a place of where you can let your light shine and you can take it to the next level. You can be more than what you are now. It's a hope, it's a dream, absolutely, it's a desire, and it's an advice card. It's being that true self. King of Charisma is your potential outcome here. The King of Charisma, where is it? All right, so there is that. Okay, beautiful. Reaping the fruits of your endeavors, enjoying abundance while not getting lost in acquiring. So this one does come up quite a bit. We're going to go ahead and grab the typo deck for this one. Basically that card is just saying that absolutely enjoy your successes, absolutely be happy with your abundance, be, reward yourself for the wonderful things that you do, but be wary in getting lost of acquiring it. More, wanting more. Okay, so clarifying the King of Charisma, we do have the Hermit in the reverse. This is Virgo energy now, popping in to say hi to you. We have the Virgo energy. Virgo energy in the reverse is all about isolation and loneliness. It's going either too far in or not far enough in to the soul searching, to the retrospection, to the reflection, self-reflection, okay? If you are starting to feel lonely and isolated, you have gone too far in. If you've been working on this, you have gone too far in. You've pushed too many people out of your life. You're not, having these, you're not having relationships. You're not having people to go to. You don't have people to communicate with. And you're starting to feel very isolated, very lonely. It can take a toll on you, okay? We do have the Two of Wands. This is the typo deck, so it actually says, I'm going to show you Two of Wands. Okay, anyway. Sorry. Two of Wands, all about that decision. The Two of Staves, right? It's new ventures, new prosperities, but it is in the reverse position. So it's a little bit of a stalling energy. Unable to make that decision, unable to move forward, if I remember correctly. Hesitation, struggling, unanticipated difficulties. So this card warns of either giving up too soon or acting too quickly on your new venture. You may be excited to start, but that doesn't mean you should forego planning or following through. Lay the groundwork and see this thing to the finish line, okay? We then have the Seven of Pentacles, which is all about reaping those rewards, putting in the time and investment and commitment into something and wondering if it is worth it. It is. You just have to have patience. So investment, commitment, and patience signals that you're at a point in your life where you're waiting for returns on the investments you're committed to. You've put a lot of time and effort, energy and effort into what you're watching with careful, hopeful eyes, and you're unsure whether things will work out. The Seven of Pentacles calls for patience. If you keep at it and stay vigilant, you should achieve success and stability, even if the form of that success and stability isn't what you thought it would be. Always keep the bigger picture in mind and stick to your commitments. Now you do have a blocked energy here. This again goes into your manifestation here. It is the Magician in the reverse position. So card number 1, the Magician is untapped or blocked power, and then there's a manipulation of power, okay? So this card says that your power is either dormant or being wielded unfairly. Ask yourself whether what you're working to actualize has integrity or if it lacks honor. Alternatively, someone could be taking advantage of your power for questionable ends. Think about who will benefit from your hard work. Lastly, if you feel blocked in the actualization of your goal, this card reverse encourages you to think innovatively. What's at your disposal? You can make what you have work, okay? So don't block yourself. Now, we do have the Four of Wands in the reverse as well. There's a lot of blocked energy here, and there's a lot in the reverse. So the Four of Wands is usually all about celebration, success, but when it is in the reverse, there's a self-doubt, there's unmet expectations and delays. Now, your last two cards did speak on that. It might not be exactly what you want. It doesn't mean it's completely off the table, though, okay? So when reversed, the Four of Wands imposes a caveat on your celebration and success. Perhaps you don't feel deserving of the rewards you've received, so you're experiencing imposter syndrome. You've gotten a promotion, but it means you'll report to someone new who has a peculiar managerial style you'll have to adjust to. Or you finally bought your dream home, but you can't move in yet because you have to do some construction work first. Sometimes it rains on your parade, but that shouldn't stop the parade from happening. Celebrate with your loved ones regardless. So definitely keep working on that self-energy there. There's a lot here. There's a lot of success. There's a lot of forward movement. There's just a couple of bumps and delays here. If you continue to work on yourself and focus on yourself, prioritize your needs, and just enjoy life and be grateful and appreciative and do things that you enjoy to do, you are going to move forward in the right direction. You will continue to move in a more positive into a more positive situation. I'm going to go ahead and grab you some angels of abundance to finish out this reading, Gemini. Okay. So we have donations, tithing, anyway, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So doing a little bit more generosity. We had that Six of Pentacles earlier as well. So being a little more generous, giving your time, or, something that you really care about. Positivity, faith, and optimism. Definitely, you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Okay, and detox your friendships. So your abundant flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Okay, so that could deal with your Hermit as well. That isolation, that loneliness feeling. So just be wary. There's, like energy vampires that just drain you or around them. And make sure you really think about, like, you know, in the situations that you're in, make sure that you're actually thinking about, like, does this make me happy? Is this where I want to be? You do have crown chakra, so pay attention to your ideas as they are messages of true divine guidance said to in answer to your prayers. I would also say that very well could be paying attention to your dreams as well, for the messages might be in there. So having a dream journal, writing everything down, paying attention to these things. Again, you have manifestation power, so use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. You have the power to co-create your own life. So believe in things. Set out your desires, okay? God box, write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God box as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you, okay? And then finally, if you get nervous, focus on service. So put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs, okay? So definitely a lot of trusting the universe here, manifestation, okay? Putting your energy into the right place. Let's go ahead and check out Love Purpose real quick, and then I'll grab you a couple more, and we are all set to jet, Gemini, for the beginning of March here. This is Life Purpose. So let's see what we got. We have Builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment, okay? So doing the projects that you like to do. It could also be manifesting the lives that you want, right? Remember that. It does say children, so your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. That could definitely be something that, you know, either you raise your children differently than you were raised, you end those toxic cycles, that generational healing. It could also be that that's where you should do your charity work, you know, if that is something that is calling to you. And then you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So you are on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. Enjoy the things that you like to do and kind of continue on that path. Let's go ahead and grab you one of these. Spirit of the Animal Oracle for you, Gemini. Ooh, way too many. Let's go. Hey, I'm nosy, sorry. Okay, let's do a shaman for you. I like the shaman. And I think I'm going to do, what are we at? 27? Yeah. Grab you that. Quick. Nice. I'm so nosy, I'm sorry. Nice. Okay. Nosy. Okay. So for the Spirit of the Animal Oracle, you got Sea Otter, which is happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Okay? That's awesome. That's beautiful. We got Phoenix for the Sacred Forest Oracle, which is Transmutation, card number 29. Phoenix is popping out quite a bit today. So the Phoenix, the Spirit of the Phoenix says, a big change is at hand in your life. What feels like an ending is really a beginning. Rising out of the flames and ashes, you are entering a new cycle. Even if life seems murky in areas, this is only the clearing before a rebirth. Hang in there, the best is yet to come. Now, I do think that's really interesting because you do have Judgment here, which is all about that rebirth and absolution, and you do have Justice as well, and then, of course, the Lovers, which is also an ending as well. But the best is yet to come. Like, this thing will happen. It may be painful at the time, but it will be an amazing change. Now, for Shaman's Dream, you did get Covenant, which is a sacred contract. So let's go ahead and pull that real quick here, as quick as I can. Oh, way too far. So the covenant is all about commitment, sacred contract, the greater good. Okay? So You are being invited now by the universe to enter into a sacred contract. The covenant card may also be a call to recognize that an ancient ingredient you made with spirit needs to be renewed. Okay? Or canceled and torn up. Is an opportunity showing up right now that is full of promise, but you are unable to sign and seal the deal and commit to it. The reason is that it needs to be elevated to a sacred covenant. A covenant must be founded on the truth, not your truth or his truth or her truth, but a greater truth that takes the destiny of all into account. The covenant is not about your agenda only. Spirit must be invited to come to the table as guarantor of the good faith of all, and is to ensure that the direction you are embarking in will be for the greater good. It's important that you understand what you are signing up for. Be sure to read the fine print so as not to commit to something you will soon regret or that will compromise your integrity. Do not hesitate to put all your own cards on the table so that your motives and desires are transparent and nothing is left in darkness. When shadow elements remain hidden, the covenant breaks down and becomes a contract with an unspoken dark side that is inevitably fulfilled. Okay, so definitely be wary on that. A lot of that came up in your reading. I hope you enjoyed, Gemini. This is for the beginning of the March. Just a friendly reminder. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.